To win the game, you must make the right call. To win the money, you gotta bet it all on Card Sharks. This is the game where a single turn of the cards can win you up to $32,000 in cash. Now, here's your host, the star of Card Sharks, Brandon Scrub. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of Card Sharks here. This is episode 5 of season 1 here at AVG Productions. Glad to have you aboard with us on this one. Our last episode, we crowned a new champion here on Card Sharks, and he's back to just see if he can hold on to that championship crown. So let's meet today's players for our first game. Starting with our current champion, who has a nice little cash total of $2,150 so far. It's Mr. Eric Lima. Eric, welcome back.
Hello, thank you, Brett.
You had any plans for thought what you're going to do with the money you've won so far?
Yeah, Amazon and eBay. That's all I'm going to say.
I like it. I like it a lot. Good. Well, enjoy your shopping spree you'll have. And maybe you can add some more to it today. You're playing against a very good opponent. Playing against you. And the first game here, we have Ian. Ian, welcome in.
Hello, everybody.
All right. Welcome to the show, sir. Tell everyone on YouTube land a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Ian Dominic. I am a YouTuber of some sorts and a game to host wannabe and something like that.
Oh, fantastic. What's your favorite game show you like to host?
Well, definitely has nothing to do with luck. As long as it's knowledge involved, we're fine. I'm fine. But most especially Millionaire.
Millionaire is a good one. Just at the time of filming this, I just recently released a Millionaire video here on my channel, which you guys can check out. So if you want to see more of that, just let me know. Leave a comment in the video. But anyway, best of luck to you today. You guys both cut your cards before the show, correct?
We did, yeah.
All right, well, best of luck to you. Eric, of course, our champion, playing the top cards, the red cards. Leon, our challenger, playing the bottom cards, the blue cards. Remember, it takes 2 games to win a match. Each win's worth $250 to you. First one to win 2 games goes on to the money cards. First shot at $32,000 in cash. So best of luck to you both. As we start today's game, Card Sharks, game 1 with our champion, Eric. Eric, we asked 100 people on this one.
Okay.
Would you rather never be able to hear your favorite song again, or never be able to watch your favorite movie again? How many of 100 people said they would never be able to hear your favorite song again?
Oh, that is a tough question.
I know, that's why I picked this one out, because it was a good one.
It's a good one. For me, I have not watched a whole lot of movies as of late, and I'm listening to a lot more music. So, I would believe it could be a low number for people that are not able to be there hearing their music, their favorite song. I would say about 25.
25 out of 100 say they'd never be able to hear their favorite song again. All right, Ian, higher or lower than 25?
I'll say higher because it could be possible that a lot of people are not as movie fanatics as they used to lately.
Uh-huh. Yeah, so you say that people maybe like their movies a little bit more. All right, so we'll see how this turns out for you. Of course, if it is higher, you will play your cards first. If not, Eric will play his cards first. Let's see, the actual number of people that would never be able to hear their favorite song again versus never be able to watch their favorite movie again is 48. It is higher. All right. So, Ian, that means you're going to get first crack of the cards here. I want to make a quick adjustment on the side here for the volumes. All right, we're set and ready to go. Ian, let's take a look at your base card for this game of Card Sharks. It's a 10.
Change
All right, changing with the next card off the top of the deck. That 10 now becomes a 9. A little bit worse.
Lower.
Going lower than the 9. Yes, it's a 7.
Freeze.
Our freeze with the 1 card advantage, keeping the champ away from his cards. Good strategy for you. Let's see if it works out. As we go to question number 2 on this one is for Ian. We asked 100 people, would you rather have perfect health for the rest of your life or be able to see any event in your near future? How many of those 100 people said they'd rather be able to see any event in their near future?
I'll say 42.
42 out of 100 say see any event in their near future. Eric, higher or lower than 42?
Wow. You know, that's another one. Another thought provoking one. Oh shoot! How many would see their event in the near future? Then how many people would
Yeah,
have health for the rest?
yeah.
Perfect health for the rest of their life.
Yes, that's correct.
I'll go lower than that because if you have a perfect health for the rest of your life, you'll be able to see from future events.
All right, and so he says lower than there. And go actual number of people who would rather see any event in their future versus having perfect health for the rest of their life is 34. It is lower.
Okay.
All right, the champ gets to start with his card. Base card for you this time, Eric, is a 4.
Let's go higher than the four.
Higher than the 4. Yes, it's a king.
Go lower than the king.
Going
Brandon.
lower than the king. It's an 8 right up the middle.
Let's freeze down that.
Raising on the 8, taking the 1 card lead over Ian, needing 2 cards left to complete this round. We go to our third question this one, and this one's for Eric. Eric, we asked 100 people. Would you rather be the president of the United States or a Pokemon trainer? How many people said they'd rather be the president?
Oh man, I'm not big into Pokemon and all, but I think being the president is a very big job. And we've seen it firsthand how tough it can be. It can really be. So I think a lot of people will not take that out about responsibility. That's the word. It'll be a low number. I'm going to try and say 30.
30 out of 100 said they'd rather be president versus a Pokemon trainer. Ian, higher or lower than 30?
Well, being a Pokemon trainer is much easier than being a president, so I'll say higher.
Let's say even higher than that. Well, personally, if you have the Pokemon Go app, you could be a Pokemon trainer now, but not necessarily with the real deal. But I'm interested to see what this one is myself. So the actual number of people that would rather be the president of the United States versus being a Pokemon trainer is 35. It's slightly higher.
Oh, wow.
It's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. All right, Ian, you got control of the board. You've got that 7.
Change it.
With the next card off the top of the deck, the 7 now becomes a 4.
Higher.
Higher than the 4. It's a king.
Lower.
Lower than the king. It's a 9.
Why the heck? Lower.
For game 1 of the match at $250, lower than a 9. No, it's a 10. Loses all 3 cards. Eric, you get to play off the 8.
Yeah, I have to take it, huh? So I'm going to have to go, lower.
Risking it lower than the 8. No, it's another 8. You lose that card
Never
there.
anything for a pair.
All
Not
right.
in this game.
Yeah, not in this one for sure. All right. Down to our final question of the first round here. Someone must win on this play of the cards. Question 4 goes to Ian. Ian, we asked 100 people. Would you rather experience constant pain or a constant itch? How many people said they'd rather experience a constant itch?
Well, itches are not as painful as you can see. So I'll say 57.
All right, 57 out of 100 said they'd rather deal with a constant itch versus a constant pain. Eric, higher or lower than 57?
I'd rather go higher than that because pain could be really hurtful and itches are not that bad and they can go away quicker. So
All right. For the final question of the round, let's see. The actual number of people who would rather experience a constant itch versus a constant pain is 63. It is higher.
Ooh.
All right, Eric, interesting situation here. You've got that 8. You won the question, so if you decide to play it, you can change it. You need 2 cards to win the round. Or you can pass it to Ian, who's got a 4. He needs 3 cards to win the round. The option is yours. You want to play it or pass?
I'm going to have to play this myself because Ian's got an easy card.
Okay.
So I'll change that. I will change that 8. Though.
All right, change.
I will change that.
Right, change the 8. The next card, important change here. That 8 becomes A 6.
Gonna go higher than
All right,
6.
higher than the 6. No, it's a 3, and Ian wins game 1 of the match. Congratulations, Ian. That's $250 in the bank for you, sir. You got game 1, needing one more game to win this one. So let's clear the board off and go deal the cards out for our next round. Remember, if you remember the cards that have been played, it will help you greatly in the game of Card Sharks right here. All right. Game number 2, question 1 goes to our champion, Eric. Eric, on this one, we asked 100 people, would you rather get up right now and start running a mile, or wait till tomorrow and have to run 3 miles? How many of 100 people said they'd rather get up right now and start running a mile?
That would be a high number to me, because if you wait till tomorrow morning, the next day, I should say, and go 3 miles, you get tired out easily. So running 1 mile, well, I'm going to say 65. I'm going to say 65.
All right, 65 out of 100 said they would run the mile right now. Ian, higher or lower than 65?
I'll say lower.
I'm going to say even lower than that. All right, actual number of people who would rather get up right now and start running a mile versus waiting tomorrow and run 3 miles is 67. It is not lower.
So close.
Eric, very close to getting it right on the nose, which would have gotten him a $500 bonus there. So, Eric, you get to play your cards first with your base card this game, a 9.
Change that 9.
That 9 now becomes a king. All right, going. Did you say lower?
Sir.
All right, lower than the king. It's a 5.
Go higher than a 5.
All right, higher than the 5. Yes, it's a 7.
Let's freeze on the 7.
All right, freezing on the 7 with a 2-card advantage. As we go to question number 2 now for Ian. Ian, we asked 100 people, would you rather eat nothing for 3 days or eat the same meal for an entire month? How many of those 100 people said they'd rather eat the same meal for an entire month?
Well, I've experienced that a lot every day. I'll say 42 again.
All right, 42 out of 100 people say they'd rather eat the same meal for the entire month. Eric, higher or lower than 42?
Yeah, in this day and age, the economy kind of eats away at your finances, and so if you have to, you may have to eat the same thing. Well, it depends on what you buy. Slightly higher than that.
Slightly higher than that. I know personally, if I am forced to eat the same meal for an entire month, as long as it's pizza, I'm personally good with that. But that's just me. All right, the actual number of people who would rather eat the same meal for an entire month versus eating nothing for 3 whole days is 63. It is higher.
Nice.
All right, Eric,
Nice.
you got that 7? How do you want to play?
Change it.
All right, changing that 7 with the next card off the top of the deck. The 7 now becomes a 4. Going higher than a 4. It's a king.
Lower.
To tie up the match, lower than a king. It's a 10. He got it tied up.
Yes, sir.
Well done. Our champion now up to $2,400, tying up the match. It's 1 game apiece. That means we're going to a tiebreaker here on Card Sharks. So with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Come back, Steve's going to be playing the money cards right after this. Stay tuned. More Card Sharks on the way. Well done. Good match.
Oh, that's good. All right.
And welcome back here to Card Sharks. We were talking during the commercial break. I mentioned pizza, and everybody's now hungry. If I can only get a sponsorship from a pizza place, Pizza Hut, Domino's, Little Caesars, somebody call me.
Little Caesars.
Somebody call me. I'll be your spokesman for that. Anyway, we got a great game of Card Sharks going on here. Each player has won 1 game and got $250. This is our tiebreaker round. 3 cards on the board for each player. 3 questions this round. This will decide who goes on to play the money cards. And this first question actually goes to our champion, Eric, on this round. So, Eric, we're over to you. We asked 100 people on this one. Would you rather explore the ocean or explore space? How many people said they'd rather explore the ocean?
Ooh, that is another good one. Good question, Brandon. For me personally, I know I like the water, but sometimes there's some carnivorous fish in there, right? It depends what ocean or what water you go to. So
Well, no matter
it
how
depends on
or how
what
far
areas of the deep
how
you
deep you
find there.
go.
I think it'll be a low number, and I'm going to try along the lines of 40.
40 out of 100 say they'd rather explore the ocean than space. Ian, higher or lower than 40?
I'm gonna say lower.
Let's say lower than that. I'm curious to see what this one is myself. Actual number of people who would rather explore the ocean versus exploring space is 39. It is 1 point lower.
Wow.
I was thinking of going. Oh my gosh, I was thinking of hitting the 30s.
All right.
Uh,
Eric
what
is
a
off one away from that $500 bonus for the exact answer. But more importantly, Ian, you have control of the cards in this tiebreaker round with your base card of a 3.
oh.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. No, it's another 3.
Eh.
You lose that card. Eric, it means you get a free shot with your base card. A jack.
Lower than a jack.
Lower than the jack. It's a 6.
I'll risk it higher.
For the game and the match, higher than a 6. No, it's a 5. You lose both of those cards as well.
And eat safe.
Mm.
Ugh.
Oh, I thought it was going to go all night on that one. Be interesting to see how it happens. All right. Question 2. This one goes to you, Ian. We asked 100 college students. Would you rather party all night or sleep all night? How many of 100 college students said they'd rather sleep all night?
It's much better if you sleep because if you do party all night, you might lose your concentration on doing the exam. So I'll say 26.
26 out of 100 rather sleep all night. Okay. Eric, higher or lower than 26?
I agree with Ian's logic. The only thing is, though, if you're going to sleep on night instead of partying, people will think you're not hip and cool. I will slightly lower than that. Slightly
I'm
lower.
going to say less than that. All right.
Just a little less than that, because I don't know the mindset of young college kids nowadays.
All right, we'll see what happens. The actual number of college kids that would rather sleep all night versus partying all night is 33. It is higher than that one.
A little higher.
Some people take their studies seriously, apparently, and that's a good thing. All right, Ian, you've got control of the cards again. You got that 3.
Higher.
Higher than the 3. It's an 8, right up the middle.
Lower.
For the game and the match and to become the new champion, lower than an 8. No, it's a jack. You lose those cards. Eric, over to you with the jack.
Gotta go lower than the jack.
Lower than the jack. It's a 3.
Higher.
For the game and the match for retain the championship, higher than the 3. No, it's a 2.
Oh my god!
Good.
What's going on with these cards?
Oh my goodness. Rough going here in the final round. It all comes down to this, players. One question left. Someone must win on this play of the cards. This question goes to you, Eric. We asked 100 people. Would you rather sweat blood or would you rather sweat milk? How many of 100 people said they'd rather sweat blood?
That'll be a low number. 20.
It says 20 out of 100.
Just 20. Just 20.
20 out of 100. There it is.
There you
All right, Ian, higher or lower than 20?
Higher.
I say higher than 20, rather sweat blood. I'm interested to see what this one is. Actual number of people who would rather sweat blood versus sweating milk is... It's 31.
Oh, higher.
Let's just say 313.
Yeah, I think I hit the number twice. But it is 31 on that one. is the answer. All right, Ian, you have control of the cards, sir. Here's the situation. You've got the 3. You've got 2 cards. Eric has the jack and has 2 cards. You could play it yourself. Call it right. You win the championship. Miss 1 card. Eric retains the championship. How do you want to play it, sir? Play or pass?
Higher.
You're going to play it? You want to keep the 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Higher.
Higher than the 3. It's a 10.
Lower.
For the game match to become the new champion, lower than a 10. It's a 2. We got a new champion.
Wow! What? Hey!
Congratulations, Zed. You're our new champion here on Card Sharks. You got yourself $500. You can move on to the cards here in just a minute. Well, Eric, I want to thank you for playing. So you put up a great fight here. You're not leaving us here empty-handed. You're leaving us with $2,400 in cash. And our congratulations to you, and we'll hopefully have you back here for another episode on Card Sharks.
For having me, I will definitely be back and looking forward to playing another game.
All right. Congratulations to our new champion, Ian. You've got yourself $500. Are you ready to go see if you can tackle those money cards and add some more to your winnings?
Definitely.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's go play the money card. All right, welcome in, Ian. Money card time. Here's how this works. We're going to start you off with $200 of brand new betting money. We're going to bet your way across the bottom row till you get to the second row. We'll get you an additional $400 and bet across that middle row there. Minimum bet of $50 and $50 increments. All the way till you get up to the big bet, where you must bet at least half your money. And you can change 1 card on each row with one of the 3 cards we'll deal out on the side of the board, okay? If you can do a perfect double, double, double all the way to the top of the board, it's worth $32,000 in cash to you, all right? So best of luck to you. We want to give away a lot of money for you. Let's deal those cards out and give you $200. All right, and we're going to start off with your base card. Again, you can change 1 card on each row. Your base card for the money cards is a 3.
$150 higher.
$150 higher than a 3. We have an 8. You got an 8 and you have
Change it to
$350.
number 2.
Change it with number 2. All right, that 8 now becomes a jack.
$200 lower.
$200 lower than the jack. No, it's a queen. You lose that 200.
You didn't bet at all.
You got 150 though and a queen now.
$100 lower.
All right, $100. Guaranteed to take some money up to the second row, lower than the queen. No, it's a king. Wow, royal family messed you up the wrong way there. You got $50 left. We're going to take you up to the second row, give you the additional $400. You got $450 and a really good card.
$300 lower.
Big bet here. Let's hope. Please don't want to see an ace here. $300 lower than the king. There we go. There's a 6. You're up to $750 now.
$500 higher.
Big bet on a 6 here. $500 higher than a 6. Yes, it's a queen. Up to $1250 now.
1,000 lower.
Ooh, $1,000 lower than the queen. Yes, it's an 8. Right at the middle, you got $2250 now. We take the 8 up to the big bet. You must bet at least 1,000.
1125.
Yes, 1125. My brain did not want to do the math for some reason. 1125.
What's that
And you have the
brain
8.
fart?
Chat, please.
It's that time. I need a nap. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna change that with which one?
1.
Number 1. All right, changing with number 1 up top of the board. Important change here. That 8. Your big bet card is now a queen.
Queen.
$1,750. That is lower.
All right, that is your bet. $1,750 lower. You're either gonna finish with $500, or you're gonna finish with a nice even $4,000. $1,750 lower than the queen. It's a 10. We got a winner. Congratulations, sir. You got yourself $4,000 added to your previous winnings. You're now up to $4,500 here on Card Shark, and you're our new champion. And with that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll come back and find a new opponent for Ian right after this. Stay tuned. Watch it. Welcome back to Card Sharks. Here, our new champion, Ian's got himself $4,000 in cash, ready to take on his next opponent. So let's meet him now. Playing against you in this game, we have Brody. Brody, welcome back.
Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, we've seen Brody in our inaugural episode of Card Sharks here. Didn't do too well against Boris, but he's back to see if he can become the new champion, add some money. Are you ready to play?
Yes,
Good
sir.
luck. Did you cut your cards?
Yep.
Awesome. Best of luck to you both. We'll start off game one here with our new champion, Ian, and this question. Ian, we asked 100 people, would you rather cross a river with piranhas in it or cross a river with crocodiles in it? How many of 100 people said they'd rather cross a river with piranhas in it?
I'll say 22 on that.
22 out of 100 say they'd rather deal with piranhas versus crocodiles. Brody, higher or lower than 22?
Well, I would say, I would think that if you cross a river with piranhas in it, then piranhas would bite you, but it probably wouldn't hurt you too bad. It just, maybe some bruises or cuts or injuries. It's nothing too personal. Crossing a river with crocodiles, oh man, that's gonna suck. You'll probably be like dead within a few seconds because of the crocodile's reaction. I would say that would be higher than 22.
I'll say even higher than 22. I like the logic behind it. We'll see what it is. Actual number of people that would rather cross a river with piranhas versus crossing a river with crocodiles is 37, which is higher.
Wow.
I guess people will deal with crocodiles versus piranhas, which is weird.
Of course, piranhas have sharp teeth that can cut to the bone.
No, so do
That's right.
crocodiles. I mean, I've seen them take something in the river and drown it and practically have it for dinner right then and there. All right, Brody, you got control of the cards, so take a look at your base card for our opening matchup. It's a 4.
Ooh, that's a good card. I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna go higher.
All right, higher than a 4. It's a 5.
Ooh, that's another good card. Let's go higher again.
All right, let's get it higher than a 5. It's a 6.
Okay, I'm gonna play it safe, but I'm gonna freeze it
All right,
there.
freezing right there with a 2-card lead over Ian. Let's go to question number 2. This one's for you, Brody. We asked 100 people, would you rather be unable to sit or be unable to stand? How many of 100 people said they'd rather be unable to stand?
Oh gosh. Well, if you're unable to stand, then how will you be able to do your presentations for when you're in a business meeting? If you're like unable to sit down, then you probably might not be able to be able to focus on either your schoolwork or maybe your exams. I would say that would probably be somewhere around in the 30s. I'll say 38.
38? All right, 38 out of 100 said they'd rather be unable to stand versus being unable to sit. Ian, higher or lower than 38?
I'll say higher.
And you're going higher than that. The actual number of people that would rather be unable to stand versus being unable to sit is 66. It is higher.
Wow, 2/3 of the survey.
Yeah, I guess people don't mind sitting down. They have issues with standing up. That would be the case in this one. All right, Ian, our champion, control the cards now. Let's take a look at your base card. A king.
Lower.
Going lower than the king. It's a 10.
Why not? Low.
Lower again, lower than the 10. It's a 6 for you. What will you do?
Higher.
Risking it. Higher than a 6. No, it's a 2. You lose all 3 of those cards. Brody, a free chance to play with your 6.
Okay, I think a 6 would be good for me if it's higher.
Higher than the 6. No, it's a 5. No advancement for Brody on that one. Ian still needing 4 cards. Brody needing 2. Question 3 of this round goes to you, Ian. Ian, we asked 100 people, would you rather be able to save a life or have someone else save your life? How many of 100 people out there said they'd rather save someone's life?
Well, I'll say 52.
52 out of 100 say saving someone else's life. Brody, higher or lower than 52?
Well, if you're saving someone else's life, then it could be like your like one of your family members, like brother, sister, cousin, aunt, uncle, mother, father. You get the idea. I would probably say a little bit higher.
Even higher than that. I tend to agree with you, so we'll see what it says. The actual number of people that would rather save a life versus having someone else save their life is 82 out of 100. Way higher.
Wow!
See, there are some genuinely considerate people out there in the world, and that actually kind of brings a smile to my face for that one. All right, Brody, you've got that 6. How do you want to play it?
Um, I'm gonna change that 6.
All right, changing the 6 with the next card off the top of the deck. The 6 now becomes a queen.
Lower.
Lower than the queen. It's a 4.
Higher.
For game 1 of the match. Higher than a 4. No, it's a 3.
Oh, no!
Lose both of those. Ian, free shot with the king.
Lower.
Lower than the king. No, an ace for you as well.
What the heck are you serious?
Ah, some horrible shuffling of these cards today in the game. Let's go to question number. Let's see, what number is this? This is 3.
4.
No, actually, this is 4. Oh, I forgot to turn the light off there. Number 4, so that means this is the 4th question, the 4th one of this round. Someone must win on this play of the cards. The question goes to you, Brody. Brody, we asked 100 people. Would you rather give bad advice or receive bad advice? How many of 100 people said they'd rather receive bad advice?
Well, God, I would, if you receive bad advice, then it's probably best not to listen to people who have bad advice, rather than just to give somewhat bad advice. I'd probably say that's gonna be a low number. I'll say, 28.
28. 28 out of 100, say. Nope, wrong box. It goes over there. There he is. All right, Ian, higher or lower than 28?
Oh, yeah. Higher.
All right, you say even higher than that. All right, the actual number of people that would rather receive bad advice versus giving bad advice is 46. It is higher. All right, Ian, here's the situation, sir. You've got a king, and you need 4 cards to win. Brody has a queen and only needs 2. So the question becomes, do you want to play your cards or do you want to pass it to Brody?
I'll say lower on that one.
So you're going to play?
Mm-hmm.
All right, he's going to play with the king. Good luck to you. Lower than the king. It's a 7.
Oh, boy. Higher.
It's getting higher than a 7. It's a 9.
Lower.
All right, lower than the 9. No, it's another 9, and that means Brody wins game 1 of the match.
9 is a tough card, going right up the middle.
Nearly right up the middle, but
Well, I don't get prepared 9 in this game.
yep, Brody wins that one. He's got $250 in his bank. Let's deal out the cards for game 2 here, as our champion is behind. Next card's off the top of the deck. Remember, if you remember what's been played, it will help you greatly in the game. Question this time goes to Ian. Ian, we asked 100 people. Would you rather never be able to stop dancing or never be able to stop singing? How many other people said they'd rather never be able to stop dancing?
Well, sometimes there are good singers, so I'll say 41.
41 out of 100 say they'd rather never stop dancing. Brody, higher or lower than 41?
Well, if you're like a professional dancer, then yeah, it's probably best not to stop dancing. If you have like a great singing voice, then you'll probably never stop singing. Although some people might have some sort of vocal issues, and they might be able to start doing some dancing. I'd probably say higher than 41.
All right, higher than 41. The actual number of people that would rather never be able to stop dancing versus never be able to stop singing is 43 is just a bit higher.
Wow, up by 2.
Very close. All right, Brody, that means you can control the cards. Game 2 of the match here. You start off with an 8.
Let's get rid of that 8.
All right, going to change it with the next card off the top of the deck. The 8 now becomes a 9. Not much better.
Ooh. I'm gonna go against the odds and go higher.
That's the odds. Higher than the 9. No, it's an 8. You lose that card, Ian. We take a free shot with this base card. An 8.
Lower.
Lower than the 8. It's a 7.
Higher.
Risking higher than the 7. It's an ace.
Lower.
Lower than the ace. It's a 2.
Oh no.
To tie up the match, higher than a 2. It's a 7. We got a tie matchup.
Oh wow, that didn't take long.
$500 bonus. You went through.
That is correct, sir. Congratulations, sir. You swept all 5 cards. That's a bonus $500 in cash for doing it. It puts you up to $4,750. And folks, we have another tie game on our hands. We're going to take another commercial break, come back, see who's going to win it all here on Card Sharks. So stay with us, won't you? Back here on Card Sharks here, a tie matchup here. Both players doing well, 1 game apiece. Time for our second tiebreaker matchup here. 3 cards, 3 questions. This one here is going to go to Brody. Brody, first question is yours. We asked 100 people on this one. Would you rather have no fingers or have no ears? How many of 100 people said they'd rather not have no ears?
Well, they have no ears. Well, if someone was like deaf and they couldn't be able to hear, then having no ears wouldn't be a problem. Because if you learn how to do sign language with your hands, then that's a possibility. So I would probably say, oh gosh, I always say this is the best number, 69.
And there's the 69 card for the day. I was wondering how long it was going to take before somebody played it. Ian, higher or lower than 69?
Oh no, not that number. Lower.
Yes, it's that number.
You're going to stay lower than 69. Playing the odds there. We'll see. The actual number of people that would rather have no ears versus having no fingers is 67. It is just a bit lower.
Oh my god! I was up by 2 that time.
All right, Ian, all important control in the tiebreaker game. We can start you with your base card, which is a queen.
Lower.
Lower than the queen. It's a 3.
Oh no.
Higher.
For the game and the match, retain the championship higher than a 3. It's a king. He's done it. Congratulations, sir. Ian, you've got another $250. Put you up to even $5,000. Going back to play the money cards here in just a minute. Well, Brody, you played a good game, sir. You're not leaving here empty-handed. We got another $250 in cash for you. And our thanks for playing. We'll have you back on another episode, all right?
All right.
Fantastic. All right, Ian, you ready to tackle these money cards one more time?
Let's hope.
All right, let's go play the money cards. All right, welcome back, Ian. You know how this works. We're going to get right into it here. We'll deal out those cards for you. Give you a fresh $200 of betting money. Good luck to you. We start you with your base card this time around of a 6.
$100 higher.
Keeping the 6 and going $100 higher than the 6. No, it's a 4. There's $100. You're down to 100.
All of it higher.
Bet in the house, all on a 4. $100 higher. It's a jack. You're back up to 200.
$100 lower.
All right, $100 again. Lower than the jack. It's a deuce. You got that 2. We move it up to the second row, give you an additional $400. Up to $700 now, and a great card.
Betting the farm higher.
$700. Higher than a 2. It's a 4. Doubled up $1,400 now.
$600 higher.
All right, $600. Higher than a 4. It's an ace. You got $2,000 and another great card. What was that?
Almost lower.
$2,000. All of it lower than the ace. It's a 9. $4,000 in your bank. We move up to the big bet line. You must bet at least $2,000, and you have that 9. What do you want to do?
Change it to number 2.
Important change here. Hopefully it's a good card for you.
2.
That 9 now becomes a 4.
You know what? Why not? All of it higher.
Oh!
Betting the house on a 4. You either walk away with nothing or $8,000 in cash. All of it higher than a 4. It's a 10. We got a winner!
There you go. There you go.
Congratulations, sir. $8,000 in the bonus cards. Money cards. Add that to your previous winning. You are up to $13,000, sir, and you are the reigning champion here on Card Sharks. Well done.
Very much. Wow.
Wow, big money here in one episode, sir, and you're definitely going to be able to come back with us on our next episode, defend that championship crown of yours. So again, congratulations to all of our winners today here on Card Sharks, and thank you guys at home for watching another great episode here. Remember, if you like the series, click that like button down below. It helps my channel out greatly. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you never miss a great game show of Card Sharks or any of the other great shows I have here at MVG Productions. Alright, until the cards are dealt your way once again, I'm your host, Brendan Scruggs, saying thank you for watching. And if you'd like to leave an opening poem that you want to hear on our next episode, leave your opening poems in the comments below. And we will see you next time for more Card Sharks. Take care. Bye for now, folks.